What is going on, YouTube, man? It's your boy Charles, man, host of H Town Unfiltered, and I am back with another YouTube video. And the reason I'm back is because we got to discuss who should be the Texans' number one draft option. Now, as we go throughout this whole process and looking into these prospects after the draft, we get to determine who's climbed up the leaderboard for the Texans and who's not going to get selected 9 times out of 10. So make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe down below. Make sure you guys hit the noti bell. Make sure you guys always keep those noties on, man, because we're dropping Texans content all off season. So now, when we go and look into this NFL draft combine, now, here's the thing. Tyler Warren did not participate in the 40. Now, as everybody knows on this channel, if you've been watching and keeping up, Tyler Warren is that boy. Okay, he is that boy. He's you know, motherfucker look like Thanos. I'm not Thanos, Thor. The motherfucker look like Thor, man. And that's really been like my number one draft target for the Texans to get if they were to go ahead and select a NFL player. Day one starter, NFL player can definitely have all pro potential. That would be Tyler Warren, of course. But since the NFL Draft Combine has came around, we've seen Matthew Golden run his 4.3. We've seen Isaiah Bond claim he's going to be fast to run a 4.4. One, which is fast, guys. Don't get that wrong. That still is fast, but not as fast as he was talking. He was talking about he was going to break the record and all that shit. But no, he ran a 4.41. Now, who's risen and who's dropped for the Texans leaderboard? I would say the person that's probably dropped is Tyler Booker. And I know a lot of guys want Tyler Booker because of the interior depth of the O line, and I definitely understand that. But Tyler Booker's definitely falling down below due to the fact that these receivers and these special team and these players on offense just seems to be screaming now, especially since the Texans didn't sign Debo Samuel. Thank God, nobody wants that chubby sardine on their team. So thank God he's gone. But the need for a skill position is now screaming. So since we are getting into all that juicy stuff that comes with it, I think the player who has risen now is Matthew Golden. Matthew Golden is a receiver out of Texas. Definitely stepped up and was the number one receiver on the team. Led the team in catches and in touchdowns. So Matthew Golden is definitely that boy when it comes to that. Number one receiver position. But the thing is I feel like Matthew Golden has also, earned himself some money, especially with that 40 time because people love, for some reason, 40-yard dashes and combines. They want the person with the uh, fastest speed. I really don't understand why people don't take change of direction um, or speed when they do their change in direction drills. More like I don't know why they don't take it more seriously because you would think, with the wide receiver wanting a skinny post, a deep post, a slant, a comeback route, you would think hips would be the main thing when it comes to that because hips are always fluid or are always supposed to be fluid in route running, and that kind of determines like, hey, this motherfucker gonna route some motherfuckers up, right? So you would think hip movement would be the one, but hip movement is not really a thing that people really care for. So no, hip movement is not a thing that people are checking for. But now we're getting into it when it comes to um, another player that has risen on my board that I think, everybody's probably like, duh, Emeka Egbuka. Emeka Egbuka said he had a good meeting with the Texans. He met with the Texans at the combine. They outlined a plan for him and everything of that nature and all that shit. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Because in my heart, in my football knowledge, I know Emeka Egbuka is not like that. I just know he's not. Yeah, he turned it up this year, but man, I ain't gonna lie. I just don't. I'm sorry, I don't see it, man. I don't see it. But I think Emeka's definitely earned him some money for sure. If I had to pick right now who we're picking with the 25th pick, it'll probably be Emeka Egbuka. Will I be happy about it? Absolutely not. I don't think he's that game changing piece that just makes us better. I mean, I think he's an okay receiver. I mean, I hope he proves me wrong. I'm definitely not a hater or nothing like that. But man, fuck that. No, I am a hater because I want my team to be good, man. I want people who we draft to actually make sense, who fit our scheme, who is gonna work. I don't want no extra shit like, you know, us reaching for a player when we know he's not that good, but we're gonna reach because it's CJ Buddy. I don't fuck with that concept and I don't rock with that idea. I think it's better for people to understand that in order to be a successful franchise, let's draft people who are actually good, okay? Let's draft people who are actually going to stay on the field healthy. Let's draft some people who are going to contribute day one. Now, if you were going to get somebody, go ahead and get Luther Burden. Luther Burden is a cool little. Nah, don't get Luther. Luther too damn little, man. Yeah, Luther too small, man. I'm tired of these small receivers. I don't want no more small receivers on this football team. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all something that has nothing to do with this video. I do miss Will Fuller, man. Will Fuller, man, was the most explosive receiver the Texans have ever had in their damn history. I mean, Will Fuller would take off 70 yards, 60 yards, throwing like we would throw straight bombs to Will. Like I wish there was like a receiver like that, man, in this year's draft, man. Fuck the Chiefs. They got to draft Xavier Worthy. You know what I'm saying? Like what if the Texans? I mean, I know it's easy to do revisionist history now, but what if the Texans would have just stayed put and took Xavier Worthy? Like, and the only reason I get it, Xavier Worthy is a smart receiver too as well, but he's fast as shit. So that's the difference. He runs like a 4.2, what, fucking ridiculous. But what if the Texans would have drafted Zay Worthy instead of trading that pick for Stephon Diggs? I mean, actually, I don't think they traded the. Sorry, no, they didn't trade. Essentially, they did though. They flipped the first for a second, then they traded that second to Buffalo. So essentially, they did kind of flip it. But what if the Texans would have just kept the fucking pick, man? Man, y'all can't tell me y'all wouldn't have chose Lad McConkey over Stephon Diggs, man. Y'all couldn't tell me y'all wouldn't have chose Xavier Worthy over Stephon Diggs. And oh my god, I think that's like the thing that kind of eats me away is because the Texans should have went and got Diggs. I didn't want Diggs, man. In my private life, I've told all my homeboys I never wanted Stephon. If we were gonna get anybody, and now we're in the same position that we were in last year, when last year we could have just took Lad McConkey and called it a day. Take Lad. Lad was a route runner. Lad wasn't like the fastest motherfucker on the combine, but Lad ate up them fucking cone drills. Like Lad McConkey, you could have took him. Our receiver issue would have been fine. Take Lad, but then we had Bobby Slow. Oh God, our fucking offseason has been treacherous. But yeah, man. The thing, if you ask me who we're gonna draft right now today, I would say we're gonna take a Emeka Buka. Who I want us to take Tyler Warren. I want us to trade up for Tyler Warren, but I don't know if that's going to be a possible or a feasible thing to attain. Um, I think when it comes to it, and when it's all said and done, on that night on the 25th pick, the Texans will select Emeka Buka out of Ohio State, and we're going to force ourselves to like it because it's CJ Homeboy, and I'm not going to like it because I don't know. I feel like there's better players there. I feel like if we weren't going to go receiver, man, if anything, man. Man, get us an explosive fucking safety, or get us Malachi Starks. You know what I'm saying? Like Malachi Starks will fit good in that 25th pick. I think he's going to be a starter on day one for our defense. Then we don't have to go out and play Jimmy Ward. We'll have the youngest secondary in the NFL. Um, I don't know. I just feel like we just gotta. I don't know if we should reach. You know what I'm saying? I think Emeka is a reach, yo. Um, but I think with this, we are going to make strides to becoming better. And that's all we can hope to attain. But all right, I am out of here, man. I want to say thank you guys so much. Thank you for guys for tuning into the video, man. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, man. And once again, I'm with Charles, man, host of H-Town Unfiltered. And if it ain't the Texans, Alpha. But guess what, though? I'll see y'all on the next one, man. I'm gone, man. Peace.